We are from the Vairagya class, and for our presentation this week, we're having sort of a quiz session with the audience members. So let me just start off by asking, how many of you want to be happy all the time? Good. Well, did you know that each one of us, including you, are already happy, except that we don't know it? This quiz session will help you understand this. The questions will be based on the book Self-Unfoldment, written by Swami Chinmayananda himself, and is a text that we've been reading and discussing in class this year. So let us begin right now. First, let's talk about conserving our energy. How does one attempt to be as efficient as possible in daily life?
We can lose energy in three main ways as we go through our daily life, which can keep us from being the most efficient. The first is when we dwell on and have regrets about the past. The second is when we're anxious about the future. The third is when we're overly excited about the present. Instead, if we can focus our energy on what we are doing in the moment, we can be the most efficient in daily life.
So once we learn to conserve our energy, let's talk about how to channel that energy. What is it that keeps us from being happy and calm and realizing our true self?
Well, the answer to that question is our vasanas. Vasanas are innate urges that have been shaped by our past. These urges can cause us to have desires and agitations. However, if we can channel these agitations and desires into karma yoga, we get rid of our vasanas and get closer to knowing our true self.
To follow karma yoga, we need to know the law of karma. What is this law of karma?
The law of karma states that our past actions affect our present. However, it is what we do in the present that can redeem our past and in turn change the future. Our destiny is actually in our hands. So it is very important to make sure our present actions are not centered around our ego. Egoless actions are the only way to make our future better, because if we do this, we won't generate new vasanas.
So if we're all essentially divine, then what is it that veils or covers up our true nature and gives rise to all the different personalities in the world? Yes, little boy.
Well, you see, Vishal, each of us have three different types of thoughts or gunas at any given time that can veil our mask, our true nature. The three gunas are sattva, rajas, and tamas. Sattvic thoughts are pure and noble. Rajasic thoughts are passionate and agitated. Tamasic thoughts are dull and inactive. These three different types of gunas manifest our thoughts, desires, and actions. When the veils are removed, we know our true nature and become realized.
So what does it mean to be a realized person?
A realized person has a balanced and steady mind because he's not affected by the three gunas. A realized person knows that the Atman in me and Brahman are one and the same, and that the self in me is the self in everyone and everywhere. The realized person understands that everything we see and experience in this world is simply Brahman expressed in many ways.
And finally, can you explain how the three powers that are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva and their consorts are necessary together for the world to exist?
You need to be able to create, maintain, and destroy in order for the world to exist. Brahma, the god of creation, is with Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, because knowledge is essential for creation. Vishnu, the god of maintenance, is with Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, because wealth is essential for maintenance. Shiva is the god of destruction of evils and is with Uma, the goddess of energy, because energy is essential to destruction.
Hopefully these questions and answers will leave you closer to understanding that finding your happiness is completely under your control. Thank you, audience, for your participation, and hurry back.